Como é que é, pessoal? Bem-vindos novamente ao Undergroundsvoice ao vivo. Os meus convidados de hoje são os Voivod, uma banda lendária que está de regresso a Portugal para mais um concerto. Thank you so much for being here. Huge honor to meet you. I'm a huge fan of Voivod. Welcome to Portugal, welcome to Oporto. Voivod are celebrating 35 years of career.
Yeah,
That's huge.
Yeah, for sure. It's a long history.
That's true. How would you react maybe 40 years ago if someone tell you that it would be like that?
Well, at first, I mean, we actually waited for War and Pain to come out before we dropped out of school in '84 because we never believed that being French Canadian, Northern Quebec, to do an international career, it was just a dream. But War and Pain had a strong impact, and we started to believe that we could be a professional band. Yeah, but 35 years on the road is incredible.
It's a big number.
Yeah.
It takes almost 30 years to come back to Portugal for the first time in Barroselas Metal Fest. Do you remember anything about this night?
We played I think in 2011.
In 2011,
yeah,
exactly.
Fantastic. I remember the very cool village with a stream of water. And everybody's at super nice and great festival as well. Yeah.
So we will be waiting for a long time. Finally, you come back now. What can you expect about tonight?
Well, first of all, we are really thrilled because we got to walk around the town here all day, and it's one of the most beautiful on earth. It's just insane. Cool. So now we're really excited. And as for the material, it's, let's say, from War and Pain to The Outer Limits. And then we do some post-society stuff and the new material from The Wake.
Yeah, it was released five days ago.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that's one of the best albums of Voivod. Yes. And I agree. Do you agree with that too?
All I know is we've worked on it for about 3 years, and we found a way of working on the road with Rocky's laptop.
Yeah.
So we put a lot of work, Chew in particular. We put lots of layers of music over the last winter, and then ended up finishing it in the spring. And so 3 years in the making, but it's as soon as Snake started to talk about doing a long story, then Chewy started to think about doing repeating parts but rearranged. And so in the end, with the intros, outros, interludes, it became quite a puzzle. And it turns out it's a lot of work. And finally, it's done. And we are super excited because it's very intricate, but everybody seems to really love it.
And it's a great album.
Thank you.
It's a great album. Yeah. And it's something new. Voivod never repeat an album. A lot of time after the first album, you guys still fresh. And a lot of bands with 20 years or 15 years can do it something new. And you can do it.
We try to, and I must say that let's say the first song on The Wake is a transition between Post Society and The Wake.
Yeah.
And so we pushed it so far on this album that it's quite a challenge for us to think about the next album.
Yeah.
But we'll try to surprise everybody again. Yeah.
That's a new lineup, a new sound. We can say that, right?
Yeah, more fusion metal.
Yeah.
It makes me play differently, which I love. Yeah.
That's a kind of sound that you debuted in Post Society, right? It's this album is really different from the previous one, but kind of similar with the EP.
Yes, and now that we found a way of working on the road, backstage and on the bus, we hope to release more albums and quicker.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You released a video clip for I Conspiracy. It's one of the best video clips in the Voivod history. What can you tell us about this concept of the video?
Well, At first, Costin from Romania, we met at Roadburn 2012 because he did a very beautiful poster for Voivod.
Yep.
And then he did a lot of work for Napalm Death, many friends. And so we immediately thought about him, and it's unbelievable what he came up with. We're still blown away because every time we watch it, we see something different. And it's just an incredible amount of work. So thank you, Costin.
They did a great work. Voivod is working with Century Media from since 2012, I think. You guys released 2 albums, working with them. Can you do a little balance how's being worked with Century Media?
Century Media, we're just really pleased to be on a very professional label. 35 years down the road, we're still on, especially now that they're associated with Sony. The machine is even like bigger, and like let's say for like the new album, the Wake, the vinyl, we have like I think 7 different colors of vinyl, and it's just really cool. And so we're just really honored to be on an established label as an underground band, you know.
Well, you guys have a lot of albums, a lot of live albums, EPs, shows everywhere. What's still left to do for Voivod?
Oh, there are still places on earth opening to metal, like India, China, and all of our friends that have been there, they told us it's fantastic. So, and there are more territories in South America that we need to explore, because we went to Chile and Brazil and Mexico, and it's just crazy, the mosh pits and everything. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so I think that more traveling and more music. It's fun as well to release a 7-inch once in a while. That's how we were able to compile Post Society. So
it's a great EP.
Yeah. So
Love
maybe
it.
some of that.
That's cool. Finally, thank you so much for being here. Huge honor to meet you. My father is a fan of Voivod. I'm a fan of Voivod. So last words for the Portuguese fans.
Well, thank you, the Portuguese Iron Gang, for supporting Voivod for 35 years. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Malta, Voivod, Undergrounds Voice, nós voltamos em breve. Fiquem bem.